What's up, everyone? Welcome to ClearTalk. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about. I think I've cracked the code. Okay. I think I have cracked the um, legacy that is Donald Trump. Okay. And I'm not talking about his presidential legacy, I'm talking about his personal legacy, what he wants to be remembered by. Stay tuned. Okay. It's this, and I don't know why this hasn't come to my mind already. Um, and why this might not be, it wasn't talked about more. So, if you like what content we're doing here, please subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And this needs to be shared. This one, if you don't share any fucking other video, this one needs to be shared. Please consider checking out my other channels, JMD Drummer, JMDPLAY, Discord there, one-time donations, or JMD Nation Patreon, $3 a month. Any support you give is much appreciated. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, awesome. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, awesome. All right. So I'm telling you, like, this started revealing itself to me a couple of days ago, and I've been scouring, trying to figure out, trying to find out, as much as I like, as many locations, as many as I could. But I think I have figured this, and it's hard. It's hard to actually find out all the locations. It's harder than you think, to find out all the locations. And you're saying, wait a minute, what are you talking about locations? I think I have figured out what Trump wants his legacy to be as a person. Once he's gone, he wants to be, what he wants to be remembered by, what he wants people all over the world to see as many places as possible. Okay. We know Trump, what he is about, what he has really put his career, it wrapped his life around, and that is being a real estate mogul, right? I mean, he's infamous for his Trump Towers. And I truly think that that is what his legacy is. That's what he wants once he's gone, for everybody to see it as in as many places as absolutely possible. All of the cities, countries, anywhere that will potentially grant him the construction of a tower that has his name on it. He will do any kind of deal possible with them to make that happen. He will give them anything they want as long as they put a tower with his name on it somewhere. Okay? Check this out. All right, I've been scouring here, trying to find different locations for Trump Towers. All right. Check this. Now this is like, most of them I couldn't find. There's so many of them that would be like from 2016, 2017, 2019. I found one from 2020. It didn't really have as much as some others did, though. It's been really odd trying to find a like collaborated list. I even found a map a minute ago that mapped out a good number of them, but the map was created by somebody in like 2016. Um, so it was, and the map was interesting. And I probably should pull that back up. But we have a decent number of them here. So now, of course, we know of most of them here in the United States, right? There you have them properties from Illinois, Virginia, Florida, Nevada, California, New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, Hawaii. I mean, they're all over the United States. There's even one in Vancouver in Canada. You have the one that um, in Israel, Dubai, Mexico, South Korea, Uruguay, India, Turkey, and the Philistines. That's what this is located. This particular one uh, site is talking about and listing. And I purposely looked over Panama because of why. Panama is the one that recently, back in his first administration, because of certain, I don't know, certain legal things or whatever that happened, his name was removed from the tower in Panama. Okay, now we talked about this in a video previously when talking about the whole Panama Canal issue, and I argued that his whole beef with that was just the fact that his name was removed from this building. All right, so yes, we have Israel, Trump Plaza there. We have Trump Hotel and Tower in Vancouver, Canada, Istanbul, Turkey, Seoul, Korea. That's in South Korea. Hotel in Toronto, Dubai in the UAE, Panama City, which we just talked about, Baja, Mexico, the Dominican Republic, Philistines in Millennia, Manila, Mumbai, I guess, India. I don't know if that's Pune or Pune, India. Oh, and I'm going to get into India here in a minute, okay? Keep India in your mind, all right? And then of course, there's been controversies over certain areas using his name and stuff like that. But whatever. This is This is like was supposedly a comprehensive one, or to some degree, anyways. I think this is 2016, 2017, 2017. All right. Now let's continue. Um, you have no, I don't want to. You have developments. This is brand new. This is in 2024. Trump organization plans Dubai luxury tower with Saudi developer. So we have a new hotel that's being looked at to be in Dubai. All right. And this goes through talking about it. There was previously one they said that was canceled in 2011. So there's been one previously, and then, or was going to be plans for one, and then it got sort of delayed, I guess, or canceled. And now there's back to doing it. All right. So there's a new one coming up there. But check this out. India. Okay. The list we just went through only showed two in India. This is the Times of India. Okay. India is said to have most Trump towers outside of US. All right. India will have the maximum number of Trump towers outside of U.S. President elects the Trump organization home country, from 4 all residential high rise luxury residential towers in Mumbai, whatever, Pune or Pune or whatever the hell. That's the two that was listed in the other ones. Gorgoan and Kolkata, whatever. Anyways, I'm probably butchering all these names. I apologize. That's not the point, though. The number will swell to 10 in the next 6 years, with many more projects, including office, golf courses, and villas, to be built in these cities or provinces or whatever, however India's completely broke up. All right. Um, so they are have plans to go up to 10 towers in India within 6 years. Okay. I know that there have been also recent reports that have stated that he has offers. Think about this: offers in North Korea, or has tried to plead for North Korea to build a tower. If I'm not mistaken, Ukraine. Um, there has been word that has come out that he is negotiating with Iran to build a tower. So, like, doing a deal. Now, we've got the talks about, a potential new um uh nuclear deal for India. I mean, for India, fuck, for Iran. And I'm thinking that's a part of that deal. That, hey, you cut out your nuclear stuff, we'll get back to an agreement, and you also build a tower with my name on it. He previously made talks in reference to Gaza about, that Gaza is a beautiful area, and that it could make for some beautiful ocean view properties and stuff like that when talking about the future of Gaza. He did not speak of people. I just hit my mic. He did not speak of the people there or anything like that. He spoke in all terms that related to real estate. How beautiful it can be, the opportunities for the area. And then check this. I come across this article a minute ago talking about Denmark in crisis mode after horrendous phone call from Trump to the prime minister. Okay, the U.S. president spoke to Mete, whatever, Freder, Frederickson. I guess that's the way you would probably say that. The Danish premier for 45 minutes last week, and made clear he wanted to place Greenland under American control. All right, and I know this doesn't sound like it's going with this, but keep with me. The uh, autonomous Arctic territory has been owned by Denmark since 1814, but Mr. Trump thinks it would be a viable asset to the U.S. strategic competition against Russia and China. All right. Ms. Frederickson told him in their last call last week that despite his big interest, Greenland was not for sale, the Financial Times reported. Mr. Trump then became aggressive, according to the newspaper, and threatened to impose tariffs in Denmark unless Greenland was sold to the U.S. Keep with me. Just keep with me. The call came from Mr. Trump refused to rule out using military force to take Greenland in a press conference on January 7th, according to arguing that it was a matter of national security that the U.S. gained an Arctic base. Denmark was repeatedly ruled out selling Greenland and argued that the territory's 57,000 residents, 57,000 residents. That's really all that live in Greenland? That's wild. should be allowed to decide their nation's political future. A source briefed on the call told FT that the phone call was horrendous, while another said Trump was very firm. Denmark was now in crisis over the dispute, fearing massive tariffs on exports on one of the largest trading partners. As another person briefed on the conversation, the intent was very clear. They want it. The Danes are now in crisis mode. Ms. Frederiksen, who has held crisis talks with major Danish companies in recent days, has also described the U.S. and Denmark's most important and closest allies. Previous attempts by the U.S. to buy Greenland has been rebuffed by Copenhagen. Mr. Trump laid out his plans to take the territory earlier this month, arguing that the U.S. needed Greenland for national security purposes. He also said in his True Social platform that the nation's residents need safety, security, strength, and peace. This is a deal that must happen, he said. Make Greenland great again. Now, I purposely did not continue scrolling because I'm trying to hide. I'm trying to have the arc here. Check this. I promise not to do this to Greenland. You see this? Mr. Trump, Donald Trump Jr., this is here. Donald Trump posts a photo on X, formerly Twitter, superimposing Trump Tower onto Greenland with the caption, I promise not to do this. And this is showing that this was in 2019. This is back when he originally was talking about taking Greenland. I'm telling you, this man truly does have aspirations to have Trump buildings all over the fucking world. This is what he's all about. This is all he actually truly cares about. Is leaving a legacy of buildings. He always says big, beautiful buildings. Big, beautiful buildings. Big, beautiful. He wants big, beautiful buildings with his name on them all over the world. In as many places as he can possibly get them. That's what he wants his legacy. Now, never mind that once he's dead and gone, that anything could happen and these bills could turn into something else. I mean, granted, it would be on the family to keep it going, but I mean, look at them morons. But that's wild. That's wild. Donald Trump Jr., the president's oldest son, visited Greenland in a personal capacity on the same day as the press conference and posted photographs of himself meeting locals. Military experts say a significant presence in Greenland could give the U.S. the upper hand to competition to control the areas of Arctic Ocean exposed by melting ice, sea ice, and they're afraid of Russia getting into that. Uh, but this is what I'm telling you. When they say that he's the art of the deal, you know, he's the man that makes the deals. I am almost confident now that pretty much every time he goes into any kind of major deal, he's going to go into it with one personal thing, and that's to have a tower built. I'm telling you. He wants a tower everywhere. That's his legacy. That's all he's about. It seems so simple. It seems too simple. I mean, can that really be what Trump's all about? Like, he doesn't really give a shit about anything else. He's just, is this his 4D chess? Moving chess pieces around in the sole purpose just to have buildings built? I think he also has building in Japan. He has buildings in several countries, places that you didn't think he had them. It's places that you would think, what? I wouldn't doubt that in order to make a deal with Russia and Ukraine, that's going to be a part of it. All right, Ukraine, you build a tower. Russia, you build a tower. Y'all make up, and I'll be cool with it. And like I said, his whole diss on Panama Canal, I'm pretty confident is just because his name was taken off that tower. His name is the property, not necessarily the tower itself. It's his name. That's what's being sold. He wants big, beautiful towers with his name at the top. That's it. That's his legacy. Am I on to something here? Is that a surprise? Probably not, really, but would it be a surprise that that really is all he cares about? He seemed pretty mad when he was told he couldn't build anymore in New York City. Because he's got like, what, 4 or 5 towers? 4 or 5 properties in New York. Let me know what you think. It seems crazy. It seems silly to me. It seems so like, I don't even know, man. Like, almost, it just seems too simple. But I truly think that's all it is. He's that simple of a guy. He just wants big, beautiful buildings with his name on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Am I onto something? Am I crazy? Is his 4D chess way more complicated and deeper than that? And I'm just not sophisticated enough to understand. Let me know. Until next time, peace. Fuck it, I'm out.